Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we're going to talk about talking points and the expiration date on those talking points because it's something that's always made me laugh. Those expiration dates, they come quick. You know, you can have politicians out there talking about something and they just repeat it over and over and over again. They make it seem like it's the most important thing in the world to them. And then, like a year later, they don't do anything about it. You know, they act like we're just supposed to forget. Of course, maybe we do, because you don't really see politicians held accountable for this behavior. So maybe we do actually forget about it. So let me remind you one. You remember back in the early days of our global public health issue, how Republicans were out there talking about small businesses? We have to just keep going. It's your duty to get out there and shop, consume. Don't live in fear. Go about your life as normal. Y'all remember this? Specifically citing restaurants and gyms as like the main things that we really needed to pay attention to. Because if we didn't go out there and shop and be good consumers, well, they would go out of business. Y'all remember that? I do. That wasn't that long ago. So, there was a bill that went to the Senate specifically to help gyms and restaurants actually listed out that were strained by the pandemic. And you know Republicans lined up to vote in favor of that bill, right? Nah, they lined up to vote against it. Only 5 Republicans voted for it. Didn't get passed. It was supposed to give $48 billion and distribute it to companies, small businesses that were impacted heavily. And it's not a new program. It's a program that had already been established, but it ran out of money. The Restaurant Revitalization Fund, which was just part of it, I want to say initially they had $27 billion. It was less than $30 billion. But only 1 out of 3 restaurants that applied actually got any money because they ran out of money. So this bill was supposed to kind of refill this fund and help those businesses that Republicans pretended they cared about, in the beginning. But now's the part where a lot of people are going to realize that they don't care. That that's not what it was about. That was just a useful tool to get people to go about their lives as normal. To keep the economy rolling. Because if the economy stays rolling, well, those senators, they don't lose out in their stock portfolios as much. I know, it's risky to do it that way. Some of you may die. But it's a risk they're willing to take. Yeah, so that doesn't pass. Now, the Independent Restaurant Coalition says that of the 177,000 or so restaurants that are waiting for this funds, that had applied for it and are waiting for this money, that up to half of them could close in the next few months because this didn't pass. Tens of thousands of restaurants, small businesses, the ones Republicans care about. Yeah, that's wild. That is wild. It also had provisions for gyms and for live event operators. I want to say ferries as well. But it was the gyms and the restaurants that really stuck out to me because those were their examples. Those were their talking points. It's what they used to try to motivate people to throw their family under the bus onto the altar of the stock market. But when it came time to actually do something about it, they blocked it. So when you see those restaurants, tens of thousands, close, those gyms close in your town, just remember why. They're waiting on relief that the Republicans in the Senate decided they didn't need. Guess That talking point expired. The new one is to say that, well, we shouldn't help because, well, you're not useful to them anymore. It's really that simple. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.